Bien. Solo 5 años contra Carmelo Hayes. Vamos allá.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Peligroso. Peligroso.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal! He, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his stand-in in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question. The future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wesley. What? This place is shaking! We never thought we'd see Sikoa again! And Solo is dressed to fight. Now this is surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly a new challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, "I got next." Thank goodness, Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wesley. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match. And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get... As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wesley to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the spin attempt by the champion. And he breaks the pin right away. A little too soon for that cover to be effective, but he is making a statement by going for it at this point. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match. Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next. Thank goodness. Melo had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Melo and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Melo-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to...
Here we go. Time to work out some aggression.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Slugging away with everything they've got.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Oh, shit.
Man, hold on. He's just measuring him now.
Strikes with a kick. You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE undisputed
Pin for the championship. He gets an emphatic kick out.
Don't know how he can't get more than a 1 count at this point.
Oh, straight forward. And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right into the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo out a lot.
Soaring. Look out below.
From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Super kick.
Sikoa just absolutely laid waste to Melo. Can Solo win the title?
Rearing way back. Solo and spike.
The challenger comes up big. He gets him with the knee.
Don't know if the ref is loud enough, but this is getting close.
That takes him down.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off.
From the top.
Ripped off the ropes in a hurry.
Carmelo is losing his grasp of this match now.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point. He's managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Solo could be turning his fortunes around.
Not a good spot to be in.
Snake eyes.
That's using your head.
That last shot did major damage.
Oh, he got him. Is he going to lock this in?
Targeting this.
Escape and a takedown.
Springboard, but nobody home.
What a main event this has been for the 1-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the bloodline.
Leg drop.
Solo continues to maintain the advantage.
The power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now. From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Placed him in the corner here. Wicked clothesline.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trent Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Solo lining it up. Maybe moments away from capturing that North American.
Winding up.
Samoan spike.
Can the champ recover from that?
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
From the top.
He fails to connect.
Getting set up in the corner now. Slam down.
What a way to celebrate a year of NXT.
From the top.
No way home.
Nice takedown, stack for the pin. What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion,
Que no son los hijos, weón.
Solo is your new champion. It is the North
Son los
American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the most unpredictable.
De pana, weón.
I ain't doing this one.
No tengo plata como vos que se compre el Inazuma Element.
We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Devon. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns.
Ay, shit, weón.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield.
Otra dinámica.
Seth
Muy
Rollins
callampa.
took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania,
No macho.
was about to win the WWE title.
Un beso.
When Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for
Tenía el micro en la nariz.
the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair. The
same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
Sí, pues Juan, si el manager allá en Estados Unidos.
I mean, it's smart. Because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 Showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Bueno, esta lucha, Roman Reigns nunca le ha ganado a Seth Rollins. Nunca. Si esta lucha de Roman se hace descalificar. Yeah.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal.
¿Y me voy a qué, weón? No se lió, no se leyó lo último. Del también. Shield.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shields.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother in arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns is dominating. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this.
The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here.
And there's the kick out. A truly impressive kick out.
What's he doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
Getting him right into the corner.
Oh, shoulder to the gut. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Trapped in the corner, no escape from these punches. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Just disrespectful.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just deep.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced.
This is the tightest I've ever seen Roman squeeze this submission. And with the submission locked in, are we about to see a tap out?
He's trying to hold on, but his efforts are looking few.
The guillotine locked in. This is all. No,
that was an incredible counter.
Inhuman at this point. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist to the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania.
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this on the top. Diving double axe handle. And here he is, heading back into the ring. And this one might be headed ringside.
Boom. Just hot shot it to the outside.
Trying to get vertical, but he has no idea he's in the line of fire.
Look at this! Oh no, went big and pays for it.
That right there was a patented crash and burn.
The decision to go high risk produced no reward.
Lift it up. What's next?
Big powerbomb. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up from this. The spear by Reigns.
Did the champ just finish the job?
Hoisted up high here. Big powerbomb. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. Says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over. That it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Schoolboy into the pin.
This is why ring awareness is your friend. The pin attempt undone by proximity to the ropes. Capped off with a big one.
He realizes this is his opportunity. Taking aim from Rollins.
Massive miscalculation on that one. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make a Tribal Chief go nuclear.
With a series of forearms, the Tribal Chief has acquired the target. Here it comes.
Superman punch.
Absolutely late.
Reigns has identified the target.
Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to bed.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
Reigns,
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, who knows what damage has been done.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark. I don't even think Roman's aware of
Es
where
una
he is anymore.
visión. Hizo la otra, wea. Shit, no madre, y ojalá apareciera John Moxley, ojalá. Es que no pasará. Ahora voy a reiniciar esta wea.
The Royal Rumble. between two former brothers. Roman Reigns and his record 506.
Down the right into the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
And a kick out.
He is too fresh to have been kept down there. Oh, he slips out of harm's way.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all of that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late.
Oh, and Roman fights back. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Kick to the cranium of their opponent.
The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth.
Calculating the next move here.
The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a normal person out.
Powerbomb position.
Going down, punches and counters out. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
What a headbutt.
Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
The power and rage of the tribal chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Being carried around now.
When the champ wants to prove a point, nothing does it like a powerbomb.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a...
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A, right there.
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Oh, man, right into the steel steps.
And now heading back inside the ring.
Superman punch from Reigns. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. The tribal chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. In Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania.
And just look at the damage to Reigns' face.
Wow.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns. Oh, from the top.
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
And a stop to the gut.
Vicious kick to the cranium of their opponent. We all know what is going through their head here.
Yep, destruction, carnage, annihilation.
Yeah, but they should be thinking about this coming out of their paycheck. Look at that insult to injury with that one.
I'm worried our announce table will soon be in the line of fire here.
Who cares about the paycheck?
Sí, ya perdí la misión.
The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days.
Devastating kick. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just
Porque perdí un objetivo. Tiene que hacerle una lanza 45 segundos para el ring y lo pude. Porque Juan me esquivó, entonces se me lo activo. Entonces la idea es hacer toda la misión igual.
Playing next level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Put in the corner now.
Shoulder to the stomach.
You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief. Getting a pretty clear picture of the kind of disdain the champ has for the challenger.
It's disrespectful.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Looking to seal the deal, guys.
Wasting no time getting his shoulder up.
I suppose you have to take the shot, but it's still too early to wrap up this one just yet.
Looking for the reverse. DDT.
Beautiful. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
Jeez. The champion just chucking the competition around like they're nothing. That has to claw the challenger in some way. Going down, punches and counters out.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his son.
Seth Rollins.
The challenger clearing a path to the title.
Makes a cover. We almost had a new champion.
I knew it would take more than that to put the champ away.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
What a battle Rollins has waged so far, but he's not finished yet. Reigns cuts him off. Fire with a straight shot there. Answering back. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
This, what a headbutt.
display of strength here.
All the way down.
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree has been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken today, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm. Totally helpless at the moment. Are you kidding me? Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns sky high. You gotta be kidding me.
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Delivered into the barricade.
Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner.
I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice.
Back into the ring here.
In danger of being counted out. Now's the time to get back to the ring.
Beats the count without a moment to lose.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Oh, no, getting in position. What's he planning to do here? Roman Reigns could be...
Right now he's looking for any way to break out of this, and he does.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
No.
Across the top rope. However you feel about Seth Rollins, he knows how to get the crowd going.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Got the leg. Wow, elbow.
Caught the leg. Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it.
Wow,
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns is his Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his own brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from his night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Uses the edge of the knee.
Slowly getting back up. And he is not going to like what's next.
Saw it coming. It counters it.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
And what a maneuver we just saw there. Had an answer for Reigns. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out up high. Good Lord, taking flight.
From up top, right onto the target, outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns is dominating. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Don't do this, don't do it!
The champ probably hoping that emphatic attacks like that will keep them in control here. Really needs to take this back to the ring ASAP. The referee's not playing around. Getting back into the ring now.
Clothesline. Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Powerbomb position. Fighting out. Hammered away with punches to the face.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Power like that is what makes our champion so intimidating.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
The champ, here we go. Oh, look out. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon from Valor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist. And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming.
Just excruciating.
Nice escape.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music.
Roman Reigns locked and loaded in the corner.
Roman had that scouting. Rollins getting worked on here.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here. And his core remains the focus here.
Every blow taking more of his breath away.
Oh boy, I think we know what he has in store next.
He right to the midsection. Setting them up for the Falcon Arrow.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Just disrespectful.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
Oh, Roman's on a roll here.
And you can see Seth is being run up the top.
Oh, outside.
That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, will the champ make that pay off? Uh-oh. Big reversal by Rollins. Is the champ pinned? Is this it? And going for the arm shot off the mat before one. How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point? What a kick. Looming blow. Setting up neck breaker position. Ooh, bang! Super kick! Rollins looking to end it. Stop! The challenger might have what it takes to win this. Makes the cover. Oh my God, did you see that? Kick out at one. You gotta be kidding me. Everyone here is in shock. And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit. Picture perfect drop kick. Working to neutralize that arm. He's looking like easy prey, about to fall. Rollins soars. Nobody home. What an impact. Forearm club. Nice job dodging. Oh, and Rollins. Here comes Seth. Sling Ray. Rollins in complete control. Seth Rollins up the turnbuckles. Bang. Ooh. They have the table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now. Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing. Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver. Ooh, boom! Taking this thing out onto the floor now. Counters to gain the advantage. Oof, gut punch. Nasty. Gentlemen, no need for monitors right now. The fight is right in front of us. And a stomp to the gut, too. Just like that, Rollins dodges. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Yeah. Here it comes. The stomp connects. Could that be enough to gain the title? To the cover. Wins the title.
Here is your winner, his new Universal Champion.
Aunque eso también les pasa.
Seth freaking Rollins is your new freaking champion. After 516 days, the historic reign for Roman is over. And Reigns may never recover from this moment. Seth got in his head, and it cost the tribal chief everything.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the...
The following contest
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these... Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already played.
Looking to end this.
The champ with the cover. He ends the pin attempt for some reason.
Gut punch. Nasty. Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins. Gets driven into the corner. No escape from these punches.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. So now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Ooh, what a nasty kick. Kick to the cranium of their opponent.
The champion there just degrading the opposition.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Oh!
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Reigns really having his way right here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
Gets put into the barricade. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
He gets back into the ring. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Returns to the ring, beating the count. Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Rolling elbow finds its mark. Ouch. Ooh, great anticipation.
Reigns unleashes the Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Not looking in any condition to fight. More like a sitting duck here.
And the counter from Rollins. Oh, caught him. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Turning the double arm underhook into an Alabama slam.
We all know what he's thinking here.
That's it. The title's going nowhere. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns' old Shield brother now.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
There's your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
As the setup in the corner of the ring.
¿Qué? Pues ahora como tenemos que pegar, redondear vaina.
Reigns on the money with a Superman punch. And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet.
And a thunderous spear. That's got to be it.
thing. Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced. It's a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it. The head of the table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
And now headed to the outside. Into the barricade.
He gets out of the way.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Able to make a timely escape.
Driven into the barricade.
A string of counters. Holy, meet the barricade.
Burst into the barricade. High-risk plans from Rollins.
Up high.
Crash and burn.
The high risk just resulted in a big splat. Off the barricade. Punch connects.
Boom, impact.
Holy, meet the barricade.
Oh, no, what could this be?
Oh, don't do this.
Hung up in the barricade. In a big... Whip back into the ring.
The champ might have just sealed things.
Going for the win. Not letting up.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the tribal chief. Roman may never...
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 Showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the... And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes. Shoved all the way to the mat.
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Flying. Ooh!
Elbow drop. And Jacob getting some pushback there.
That is the meaner, more aggressive Jey Uso coming out to play.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry he might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Now, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Sending him all the way over to the next ring. And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality.
Down with the Samoan drop.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief could surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray on Bloodline War Games. Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that.
Suplex into the neck breaker. He's going down to the apron. He must certainly have a plan here.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Trapped in the corner with non-stop blows.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games. Oh, God! No respect being shown whatsoever with those stomps. Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
The Solo has grown in power with big wins. And
what's Jacob Fatu's intentions here? Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new Bloodline in War Games.
Oh, God, right to the cranium. Big leg drop.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Just a barrage of elbow drops into the chest.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
Oh, Sammy's ring prowess couldn't get him out of trouble there.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense that opens people's eyes to Jacob Fatu.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the...
Measuring the distance from the top of the cage, about to risk it all.
Flipped upside down there.
Battling.
Launching, diving from the cage. Just a terrible decision with disastrous consequences. Ooh.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Running power slam. Ooh.
Sami Zayn looking for a blue thunder bomb.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Climbing up the wall now, and he's got some crazy idea in mind from the looks of this. Again, up high, crossbody.
And looking at Jey Uso.
Will Jey take advantage?
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team.
Both wrists captured. He just put it through the table, and who knows what he's thinking now.
Well, there are no signs of the brutality ending yet, Saxton.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines looking at all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most insane connects with a Haluga kick. Crucial moment for Jugando.
Tension is mounting as he eyes from
Real athleticism from Jacob Fatu. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
And well-timed maneuver there.
climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone.
Oh, my God. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Mike.
"Thank you, Michael."
No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending.
Forget trending on social media. The motion in the arena is charting on the Richter scale.
And you can see that offense was aimed, but now here's Jey Uso. And that was a well-executed attack.
And that can vanquish Tama.
Striking with a knee.
And a disorienting blow to the head there. Jimmy with a game ender.
Sami Zayn with a big boot.
And that can vanquish Tama.
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant. Whoa, thunderbomb!
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
This whole building is shaking.
Matches like this are what it's all about.
Oh, just nailing the double axe handle.
And here we go. Hide your grandma and put the kids to bed. This is not going to be for the faint of heart.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here. Tearing down the leg now.
Reigns is getting top rope. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
He wants it one more time.
DDT. Able to slip away. Oh, man.
He just got sent flying into the opposite ring.
And the core taking on some damage.
And his body seems to be the preferred target.
Turn that around and spiked him.
So precise with the super kick.
More attacks landing above the neck.
Things have to be getting a little fuzzy here.
Including some targeted offense coming his way there.
Going after your opponent's head is brazen, but very...
Up high.
Hit by a front.
That's going to keep Sikoa down.
Kick again in the back of the head. Super kick. Good night. Now scaling the War Game structure.
This is not going to end well. Uso.
Zayn.
Jacob Fatu got a problem here.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns. Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
And a stop to the kick, too.
Absolutely stunned from that attack to the head.
Yeah, all the sorts now. And taking even more damage to his head here.
He might want to start protecting himself better. Catches a kick into a dragon screw leg
again. At this point, he has to be in a world of hurt here.
Now trampling the opposition. Oh, that can shatter a jaw. Oh my God, clothesline. Both wrists captured. Man, knee strike. Does Jimmy have any fight left?
Meanwhile, Roman Reigns.
Oh my gosh, what impact. Goes tumbling into the metal floor. Not a safe place to be.
Look at this. This can't be good. And more damage being inflicted on the top rope. Going up the cage.
Jacob thought you've got a problem here.
Reigns with a Superman punch.
Superman punch by Reigns.
Here we go. And he is directed into the Superman punch. He lands right in a dangerous trench area. Picked up and being carried around.
Superman punch by the tribal chief.
And I'm concerned about all the damage that has been done here.
Yeah, there's only so much your body can take before.
Executing a vicious Tonga twist.
Victory nearly in hand for Tama Tonga.
The next big move by
Nasty boot by Zayn. And that can vanquish Tama. Uso.
And now Jimmy himself. Jimmy might have just finished things. Planning something big here. Top rope. Uso splash.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
Gets lifted into position. Down the corner. And Jay once again finding the will to stay in this matchup.
Solo's had moments in the driver's seat, but now he's hanging on by a thread here.
He's looking for yet another exclamation DDT.
Jacob about to end this fight.
2 count. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true bloodline.
Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Eso es Sami Zayn.
Here's Jacob Part 2, the new bloodline.
Here we go. First two
no.
combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes.
Straight to the knee.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Lands the elbow. A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this, is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sammy seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. Follow through with the uppercut. And I don't like it, but in War Games, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal. Snap power slam.
But one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every minute, so to describe tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
A consistent attack here from Jay.
Jacob's having trouble assessing the situation.
Caught in a bad spot. Are you kidding me? Through the table.
Sending him careening through the table. Nothing but carnage and wood fragments are left.
That'll be a good talk now that he has Jay.
Jay can seal it here.
For safety's sake, I hope we're near the end.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around in his favor.
Vicious knee. A long way down from there, but it looks like he has a plan.
Not so good. What the hell did we just say?
Close.
This could put a stop to Zayn.
Here we go, Byron.
Samoan drop. Great ring awareness safety.
So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's going to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games. Look at this. Jacob is holding in. And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more up high. Cross body.
And Jay took a solid hit that time. OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Super kick. Ouch. And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines looking at in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. No doubt, Sammy just ended this. Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
Down and a double axe handle smash. And there's a more focused attack to his head. Stomping away. Super kick. But now here's Jey Uso.
That could put Tama down for good. Lift off.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
And Tama evades that. This building is rocking right now. Can you blame him? Here we go. Jimmy going to the top rope. Meanwhile, it's Jimmy. And in just a moment, another's advantage set to come into play here. And Tama Loa got turned around there. Look at this crowd. It's insanity in here. Bedlam. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games. He just flipped the script there. Snapping the neck. Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation. One step ahead there. He just chucked that feet right out. Sami Zayn with a bang. Boom. Zayn has this lift up. That impacts from the top. Knocks down the breakout or knockout. I think he's totally gassed. These are the moments. Vicious. Tremendous impact. Skull-crushing headbutt. Top rope. Now Jimmy. Splash. Was that all she wrote for Tonga? Jacob's planted something here. Has Sammy ended it there. Delivering right hands and slamming them. Jacob Fatu taking flight. Steering clear. The next entrant incoming to even up the odds. Top rope. Back of the neck. Big knee. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline, taking flight. Strong impact. One-handed. The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently. Series of vicious stomps. And now here's Jimmy Uso. Top rope. Soul splash. Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. And with every additional hit to the head, you wonder if he should stay in this fight. That's up to him and the referee. But I agree, this is concerning. Start you out of the ring thinking, Uso. Will Jimmy seal this up? Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa? And now Tonga. And the count doesn't even begin. Incredible resiliency. Tonga setting it up. Here it comes. And getting closer. Clearly attacking that area is the strategy tonight. Just in time. Meanwhile, it's Jimmy. Samoan drop. Sent flying over the middle ring. Oh, man, he took a hard landing into the other ring. This could be the end of the night for Jey Uso. Trying
was able to dodge that.
And Jacob continues to attack with aggression as this match goes on.
And Tonga Loa is getting dragged into some deep waters.
He came crashing. This is capturing it.
Setting it up. Here it comes. Tonga twist.
Victory nearly in hand for Tama Tonga.
Shut the door. This could be over.
Save made by the teammate.
Not a moment too soon.
Nasty boot by Zay.
The lights are out for Sikoa.
Good God. Using his power and tossing him across the rings. He manages to slip out of the way.
Landing against
Reigns on the money with a Superman punch.
trying to secure the victory. And we see Tonga Loa. Watch it.
His attacks on his torso. It's got to be hard for him to breathe right now.
Just gasping for air. Lifted completely helpless here.
Planted face first.
Sami Zayn retaliates. Oh my God. Oh, a backbreaker.
Right for the spine.
Right to the gut. Trying to stop.
And it's Jey Uso.
Jey nailed all of it.
Going straight to the top. Turn on the top.
Elbow drop. Good move.
Climbing up the War Games cage. Headed for the top.
Wait a second.
Look out.
Solo ready to top rope. Solo splash.
Rearing way back.
Boom. Samoan spike. That's one for Sikoa before.
And over to the other ring he goes. And a stop to the gut.
Taking off up the cage in this War Games match.
Here we go. And Zayn.
Taking flight.
Another vicious attack to his head.
That's the kind of offense that can ruin your whole balance.
You can see all the brutality the original Bloodline team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team are filling the War Games cage with their own blood. But then to Sami Zayn.
Dragon thought two's got a problem. Top rope.
Superman punch by the tribal chief.
There's the spear.
Going for the punish.
Shoulders are down. Jacob's going to kick out.
And King Roman wins the War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen. Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the war.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid. Another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE.
It is time.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they wanted to smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford, Triple Crown, Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
Just like that, Haku gets stopped.
And gets sent right into the corner.
Takes them down. We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent of this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up. So you know that Tama and Haku could once again dominate as single stars.
He's in a bit of agony now.
Oh, man.
Ooh, knee left.
What a clothesline! Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the Brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the road from the top.
Oh, ended up getting caught up in the air.
Got him in the corner now.
Great counter by Tama.
Being placed onto the top rope.
Headed up to the top rope. This is an avalanche arm drag.
You really have to throw caution to the wind to even consider hitting something like that.
Boom, what a forearm. A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash.
The Profits are down, and the Islanders are about to reap the rewards. Looks like he knew what was coming.
Tama is overwhelming the opposition here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Oh, what a headbutt.
On the mark.
Oh, vicious headbutt.
And just look at the damage to Montez Ford's face after that shot. Clothesline delivered. Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something normal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Oh, he cuts it off. Clothesline!
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
Got them off their feet here.
Forearm smash! I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that one.
Blast off!
No, vete un imbécil.
He's taking a bit of damage from these blows.
Montez certainly wasn't fooling around with that attack.
Oh, what's this going to be? Oh, beautiful teamwork.
Not looking good. In this position. Cover! He breaks the ref's count. The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they wanted to smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Kick gets caught. A 2-out-of-3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2-out-of-3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
Brought in the hard way. I don't think people realize the amount from the middle rope. Oh, what a splash! And Ford's signature swagger couldn't help him out against that offense. Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tom?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford, Triple Crown, Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits.
Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku
With a tongue and death grip. This might just do it.
Oh, man, timely save, keeping his team in this one.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
You roll the dice and now could end up with a fractured rib for your trouble.
Now, let's hope that's not the case. Would hate to see things end because of that mistake. Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something wrong about it.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path.
He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
He beats the count. Barely.
Oof. Counter. He knew just what to do. Quite a verbose display from Montez Ford. Haku able to reverse.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
sequence of offense from Haku.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Targets the gut to end the offense.
That holds back Ford's attack.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena.
Placed against the turnbuckles. What a way to get out of that one. We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent of this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive...
Incoming!
The Profits are down, and the Islanders are about to reap the rewards.
From the middle rope.
Oh, what a splash! Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
And Montez Ford finds himself on the defensive.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
Nasty kick to the face.
He breaks the ref's count before two.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this.
Rock bottom!
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it never on the top.
Crashing to the floor.
That didn't look good at all. Our ringside doctor's on hand if needed. My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit.
This is not just about winning. This is about taking over.
Blast off. Skull is a weapon. And the Islanders just sent the Profits up in smoke.
Haku, he's thinking big.
From the heavens. Big time splash.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again. And yet another
Liftoff.
Down with the elbow.
We thought it was going to be the Street Profits going to the air this often.
The Islanders beating Angelo and Montez at their own game now.
Oh, he timed that counter well. The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that Tez and Dawkins can't quite
take off.
And does not get it.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Running hip attack, what impact. Oh, knee. Lights out. Montez is in a very vulnerable position here.
Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku with the tongue and death grip. This is grueling.
And he's tapping. He had to tap. He had no choice.
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heenan and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that suspension also vacated the WWE Championship for no good reason.
Yeah, Corey, there's just too many things to correct you on there.
The Profits battling with every ounce of their souls.
And the Islanders are unleashing a mauling.
Sent to the corner.
And Ford had it scouted.
Scoop slam. And makes the tag to their partner. Evasive maneuvering there.
One counter met by another. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
There's the tag.
When it comes to teamwork, few do it better.
Off the second rope.
Dawkins was ready there.
Flapjack. He may get the 3 count right here. This is it. Strong kick out late into the match.
I was not expecting that from him at this point.
Hooked up and boom. Backdrop suplex.
On a high angle right across the shoulders.
Honing in on the arm.
Placing him in the corner. Oh, that got turned around on Dawkins. Oh, look at this. This is going to be nasty. Exploder suplex. Elbow drop. Oh, my, what a splash. Dawkins. Cover here. Kicks out after 1.
What? What do you say? This is amazing.
What a match.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Right to the chest and then the throat. Wicked.
He got it. Tag me.
Soaring. What impact. Using the elbow as a weapon.
Sidestepped out of the way.
Backbreaker.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
There are no words for the ride these fans have gone through in this match.
It has been a roller coaster, and I don't think the ups and downs are over yet.
Angelo Dawkins with a whip. Whoa.
Great possum. I love it.
Quick shoulder up.
Where in the world does one find such strength at this stage to kick out that early in the count?
What a nasty knee lift. Clothesline. Ouch. Being placed in the corner here. Turns it around.
Ooh, painful knee.
Oh, what a headbutt on the mark.
Oh, debilitating elbow drop.
Consecutive attacks keeping Dawkins off his game.
This is where Dawkins will be tested. Gotta find a way back in this.
Shot combination.
Across the forehead and right to the chest and then the throat. Wicked.
Look out.
Splash. Will Dawkins recover?
Cover. 2. Keeps his team alive. What a save.
Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet him. Take off. What a crossbody.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Tama with a devastating assault.
Yeah, Tama's on a roll now. From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Is it enough? The cover. 2. Second fall for the Islanders. And they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one can win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku just proved they're the best tag team of any era.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. Introducing you to WWE legends
Viste los ramos que tenemos pendientes, los
high esteem and also spotlighting the modern day